Let's try that one more time. Sorry, sorry if you were here for the last accidental live stream. Oops. But if you are if you're rewatching this live stream, be sure to like and subscribe down below down there. And you can find me here on Tuesdays, some Tuesdays. And yeah, thank you, Grace. So I don't know if you guys got the last accidental live stream, but there was an accidental live stream and now this live stream. So oops. But at any rate, hello everyone. If you are rewatching, please do like and subscribe if you have not already. Hello Maggie. Hello Guillermo. Hello Annie. Hello Mark. Hello Evan. How are you? Hello Ethan. Hello, yes, my bestie. Hello Jasmine. Thank you so much. Well, you know, the neck is a little stretched out and funky, but it's Festival of the Arts Week, so you know, like, hey, you know, oh, on a TV. Do I look good on TV? Hello, Miranda. Hello, Scott. Hello, Karen. Karen, I didn't know if we'd catch you because I had to push the time a little bit later. Hello, Seth. How are you? Hello, David Jones from Jacksonville, Florida. Hello. Anyway, you guys, so if you didn't see the title down there, enjoying thank you, Mark. So if you guys haven't, hi Hannah, mwah. If you have not liked down there, go ahead and click the like button. It helps and it doesn't hurt you and it helps me, so why not, you know? What's going on, brother? Nothing is going on. I have my Halloween cup here of water. I just had oh, thank you, Palace. I knew what you meant, Mark. I was right there with you. I have my Halloween cup, so, you know, happy Halloween and stuff. But if you haven't seen from the title down there, I thought we would chat about food. Because I just had dinner. That's why I had to push live stream back. Hello, Paige. I had to push live stream because I was out to dinner with some friends. So, yeah. So that's why I had to push that back. Enjoying art at Epcot. Well, thank you, Mark. That's what I thought you meant, but glad I like it with and without the typos. It wasn't too rough. It's no more rough than I normally am. So, happy Halloween. Anyway, we can chat about food. We can chat about other stuff. I do want to give you like a 411 update of what's going on coming up in Walt Disney World and what's coming up on the channel because we've got lots of exciting stuff coming up here. Let me catch that from Brian. Friend time is always good. I agree with you, Brian. You're coming to Walt Disney World May 11th through 17th. I'll still be in school. Sorry. I won't be there. I won't be there. I know, Jen. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. In like a little less than a month, just like Jen was saying, I'm going to be in California. I'm so excited. I actually am flying into Seattle and spending some time in Seattle and then driving all the way down to LA and to Anaheim. So I'm very excited. What did you say, Brian? I know. I hate that I'm going to miss you. You should be so excited for Pandora. And speaking of Pandora, there's some, finally, you guys, there's some Pandora shows coming up at some point in time, soon-ish. So that's really exciting. Well, I think it's really exciting. Maybe you don't think it's exciting, but I think it's exciting. So before we get into food, because I want to get into food, so here, while I run my mouth, oh, that's a good idea. I don't know if we'll live stream or not. No, because they live stream on Thursdays, as you guys know, and I'll still be in San Francisco on Thursday. I don't arrive in LA until Friday. So, yeah. Hi, Laramie. Hi, buddy. You want to get into food. Yeah, like, especially if it's a burrito. I like just, like, wrapping myself up in a good burrito. You know? No? Too much? I am on the phone tonight, you guys, instead of on the computer, so if I miss your stuff, your comments, I will try and catch up with you guys, but, you know, sometimes I get behind because I talk too much. But, hi, Jeffrey. Going to Walt Disney World during Christmas time, do you have any tips? Enjoy the crowds. It's going to be very, no, Laramie, you're too funny. Yeah, no moldy bread either. It'll be really crowded, but you'll have a great time. It's a super magical time to go visit. Are you going like the week before Christmas, or are you going like between Christmas and New Year's? Because I've never been the week before Christmas. I've only been between Christmas and New Year's. So that's difficult, that's difficult for me to say the difference between the two, or, like which is better. Anyway, what's coming up in the show? So this week, as you guys have seen yesterday and today, we have Grace and mine and Grace's, right? Grace and I's trip. That's the good English. Grace and I's trip to the Festival of the Arts, which is now over. Sad day, but oh my gosh, you guys, I loved it. Loved every single minute of it. And then next week's show is a Hollywood Studios construction knee update thing. So hence the Star Wars fans, what is this thing? TIE Fighter? Is this a TIE Fighter? I think it's a TIE Fighter. But anyway, hence this on the shelf because that's coming up next week. So, anyhow. So, what you should be thinking about while I run my mouth and answer your comments and questions is I want to know your, like, top snacks, maybe your top foods, maybe your top, like, restaurants or stuff. And it's a first order TIE Fighter. Okay, thank you, Porkins. I thought I was kind of right. I mean, I was kind of close, right? Sorry, I'm no Ian. Because I want to know what your guys' favorite things are, and I want to know, like, where I shouldn't, or what we shouldn't, where we shouldn't eat. Maybe that's not so good. I've been listening to a really good podcast, whose name I can't remember right now, but it's a Disney podcast. Are y'all podcast listeners, by the way? Just curious. A friend of mine got me into podcasts, and now I can't stop. But, anywho, yes, of course he did answer. I heard that Village House breadsticks are really good, Laramie. What say you? But no, I didn't hear about Village House. Was there, like, some news or something? No. Okay, Jen loves podcasts. Anyway, I'm listening to this. No way, for real? Laramie, did you all see that? Did you see what Laramie said? That Village House is turning into a buffet. Interesting. I wonder why. Maybe more money? I don't know. I feel like that's usually a good reason for them to change something, is because it'll be more profitable. But anyway, candy corn. So I want to know about all the good things and all the bad things. I have been listening to a podcast. That's what I was talking about. I've been listening to a podcast where they talk about the good. Maybe it's called The Best and Worst of Disney World or something like that. I don't know. Definitely don't always agree with them, but it's interesting to hear people's, like, thoughts about, like, what is good and what is not good. And a good friend, it is through Diz Unplugged. I think it's like one of their parent, or like they're the main one, and then there's like kind of like weird part of Fresh Baked, where like a subset. I think it's like a subset of that. So anyway, I'm gonna scroll back up and kind of grab a couple questions, a couple comments. I think Super Chat's on. I don't really know. If it is, you're more than welcome to use it, or you don't have to use it. It's completely entirely up to you. Guillermo likes podcasts. Awesome. Good to know. Grace's favorite food is candy corn on or off Disney property. Oh, Grace. 50's Diner in Hollywood Studios, Kimberly says. Yes, I have only been there one time. 50's Primetime Cafe is the one I think you're talking about. And I went with Laramie, who's in chat, or was in chat, if he's not still, and Tim Tracker, and it was really good. That's the only time I've ever been. The food was really good, and the atmosphere was really fun, too. So, Brock talked about the cronuts. Brock Binkowski asked or commented about the cronuts that are in World Showcase. Those are really good if you catch them when they're fresh. If you catch them when they ain't fresh, then ew. Joy, you're not late to the party. I started 30 minutes after normal time today. So, Jeffrey Nunez, I'm also super excited for Toy Story Land. I plan to be there. Jalapeno chicken soup at Olivia's. Laramie, I haven't been to Olivia's. You need to take me. That's where the good fried chicken is, right? You were telling me about it, though. Okay, I think I'm kind of caught up. If I missed your question, sorry, ask it again. Which food am I looking forward to when I go to Disneyland? Brandon, that's a great question. And let me ask you guys, because a lot of you guys are, like Jeffrey, are a lot of Disneyland aficionados. So I was gonna make like dinner reservations one night. We're only there like 2 days, like Friday Friday day and a Saturday day. So I was going to make like a dinner reservation, and I need to see Fantasmic while I'm there, because when I was in Disneyland last time, it was closed for, they were redoing the Rivers of America. Thank you, Hannah. It is the best and worst of Walt Disney World. You're the best. Okay, Brian. So they have a like dining package at Blue Bayou, where I've eaten at Blue Bayou, but like where you go to Blue Bayou and then you also have the Fantasmic dining package. Is that like worth it or not worth it? The Fantasmic dining package, because I want to be able to see Fantasmic. So yes, Joy. So is that worth it? The Blue Bayou with Fantasmic package. That's what I need to know. I know, Laramie. Like just 1 week we're missing each other. It's crazy. Paige says that the Food and Wine Festival, I assume you're talking about Disneyland, excuse me, was announced yesterday. So I'm going to be there during Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. So I'm real excited about that, to try all that yummy stuff. Joy says she did it and it's worth it. Okay. Front row seating. Whoa! Okay, I may have to do that. Yes, Jen, where you been, girl? Anyway, so I'm excited to maybe I'll go ahead and book that for Friday night or Saturday night one. Probably Saturday night. Because I'm hoping to hang out with Fresh Baked the main guys over there. So yeah, absolutely. Disney Nut says I have to see Fantasmic. I plan on it. Not gonna miss it. That's not gonna be missed. Rivers of America is not gonna be missed. The train's not gonna be missed, and Guardians are things. And I would like to see Frozen at DCA as well. So, okay, Galactic Swine Droid Astro Bacon Bot. Whew, that's a name and a half. We are talking about food. It can be Disneyland or it can be Walt Disney World. You guys decide. If you're a Walt Disney World person, then it's going to be easier to talk about Disney World food. If you're a Disneyland person, it's obviously going to be easier to talk about Disneyland food. So I don't want to limit you, but let's start with, yeah, Brian, it was between Aladdin and Frozen. Last time I was there, they were like changing it over. So, ooh, that's a great question. Who has the best fried chicken, Walt Disney World versus Disneyland? I don't know. Anybody know the answer? Because I'm trying to think if I've ever had like fried chicken, like on the bone, I assume is what you mean, Evan. I don't think I've had fried chicken at either park. So that's difficult for me to say. Laramie says the Walt Disney World one is not that great at Olivia's. So once again, haven't eaten it. So I don't know. Favorite type of beignet? Well, I've only had like one. Okay. I lived in New Orleans for a little while, so I've eaten like legit beignets. So it's kind of, you much prefer Zaxby's? Like just Zaxby's chicken? I mean, Zaxby's has good chicken. Feel free to sponsor us, Zaxby's. King of the Mooners. The Norwegian Club at the Norway Pavilion at Epcot is great. Hopefully it comes back after the refurb of the bakery there. I didn't know of it. So I hope for you, yes. I hope for us that it does come back. Brandon hasn't been to Disney World since the early 90s. That's okay. That's okay. Dole Whip is great at both coasts, says Ethan Lopez. Sorry, Ethan. Ethan Lopez. I agree. I've had Dole Whips at both. But we have Citrus Swirl at Walt Disney World, and it's my favorite. So let's talk about snacks, since we're like in the Dole Whippy Citrus Swirly mode. What's a snack that, first of all, that I need to not miss in Disneyland, and then I'll tell you snacks that you don't need to miss in Disney World. So Evan says turkey legs. Yeah, Dole Whippy. Didn't you know that's like a thing, Laramie? Dole Whippy. You know, Dole Whippy. Corn Dog Porkins, thank you for that. Absolutely, I agree. Hello, Forever Alice. The Citrus Swirl is wonderful. Couldn't agree more with you there, Joy. Loaded fries from Walt Disney World Frontierland. Okay, King of the Mooners, you're right. But Grace and I had, and Citrus Swirly, corn chowder. Okay, so I had the Monte Cristo last time. I had the beignets. I did not have the corn chowder last time. So Good to know. Speaking of like delicious treats that Laramie's mentioned, he's the one who told me about and Ryan and I had this, it'll be in a trip report at some point in time, the pulled pork mac and cheese at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And they also, at the same little stand, they have a sweet chili shrimp mac and cheese. And holy, it was so good. So good. And they had something else there that was really good. Love the baked mac and cheese at one of the carts outside. That's it. That's the one, Krista Joe. Exactly. We had the baked mac and cheese, and I'd never had it. Laramie was always telling me how good it was. It really is. The mac and cheese just itself is good. Chili cone in Cars Land. Okay, Brandon, last time I had the mac and cheese, but like a bacon mac and cheese cone in Cars Land there at the Cozy Cone. So bacon wrapped asparagus and Bengal barbecue. I think we had Bengal last time, but I'm not 100% sure, but I do want to go back there because I so enjoyed, speaking of, I think it's kind of similar, correct me if I'm wrong, but at Animal Kingdom, I also enjoyed, they have a, in the Harambe area, they have a like chicken skewer that I really like. Have to have Red's Apple Freeze. I had it last time, I think. I don't really recall I don't really recall. So maybe I didn't actually have it. We got hooked on, last time I was there, we got hooked on the corn dogs. Okay, I thought it was LeFou's Brew, but then you said it was like nothing like, you were being sarcastic. Sometimes it's hard to read your sarcasm through like just the words on here. Thank you, Chris Strader. Is that Chris Strader? Where do you get good pizza in the parks? Where? Some of you guys that have had not a legit eye roll. I've had like at Epcot, they have like a little pizza window at the Italy Pavilion, and it was just like, okay. You guys, I just ate at Mellow Mushroom, okay, like right here near okay, Blaze. Have you ever had Mellow Mushroom, Laramie? Is it similar to that? He says at Disney Springs, Blaze Pizza is pretty good. Okay, Hippity Hoppity says Pizza Safari. I think it's similar to it's not similar to that. Okay, Laramie said. I think that's similar to what they have at Pizza Rizzo, but I could be wrong. Let's see. You cannot to Mellow Mushroom. I'm not sure what you mean, Jen. I thoroughly enjoyed my Mellow Mushroom just now. I just had the Caesar salad and like a barbecue chicken pizza, and it was real good. Via Napoli. Okay, there's like a walk-up window there, either like right next to it or beside it or something. Okay, thank you, Jen. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, why don't we have Mellow Mushroom style pizza like in the parks? Like, I feel like that, I don't know. What do I know, really? But I'm with you. I think it was Chris that brought up the pizza to begin with. I haven't found, I mean, I eat at Pizza Rizzo just because, like, you know, every once in a while I want a pizza, and I like their Caesar salad, but meh. The baked potato pizza at Mellow, I didn't have that, King of the Mooners. Bummer. I really enjoyed my, it's like caramelized onions and chicken and like barbecue sauce, like a, you know, barbecue chicken pizza. It was real good. Real good. And like I said, the Caesar was really good. What did you miss? We're talking about foods. So you Disneyland solo traveler, you Disneyland folks are telling me what I need to get when I go to Disneyland, and I'm telling you things that I like at the Walt Disney World. Okay. Say what? Jen, I had them separate. Maybe I should have gotten them together. Do you know if they still do the crazy nacho thing at Pecos Bill at Magic Kingdom? They do not. Saw a video that, yes, they discontinued that secret menu at Pecos Bill at Magic Kingdom. Yeah. Agreed. I agree with you, Mark. I love food too. Yeah, a lot of the pizza at Disney World compares to CC's. I agree. The apple pie caramel apple is 10 times better at Disneyland Resort than Walt Disney World because of the humidity. You know, Laramie, and I've told you this before, I have never had a Disney caramel apple at any park. I need to change that, don't I? I know, it did look amazing, King of the Mooners. Okay, at Satuli, do you know if the burger pods are pre-made or made fresh? I don't know that answer, Brian. I have had the burger pods. When one time when I was in Pandora, and it wasn't with you guys, it was before I was host of Fresh Baked, oh, hi. Bye. See you later. There we go. Sorry. Just a second, everybody. Okay. But as always, friends, when the crazies come out to play, we don't give them the time of day. Okay, Evan, thank you for making me feel better about not having had a Disney caramel apple. Okay. He hasn't had one either, so there we go. Maggie, okay, I just ate, like I said, I just had dinner, so that's the only reason I was able to. What was I doing, Brian? Was I like, what the heck is this? Like, what are you doing with your life? Anyway, what was I saying? See, that's why they did it. They just wanted to get me, they just wanted to squirrel me off trip. Off topic. What was I saying? Anyway, snacks. Oh, thank you, Brian. It was the burger pods. When I was at Satuli, they had, I was eating by myself. And I had gotten one of the protein bowls, and they brought me, this really nice cast member brought me a whole bunch of different, like, things to try. And so it wasn't really like the full meals that they have, but like I got a cheeseburger one, and I got the vegetable one, and he let me try a bunch of different stuff, which was really, really nice. And the cheeseburger pods were okay. The vegetable pod, if you're into that sort of thing, was good. But the like protein bowls were so much better, in my opinion. I mean, there's like the quirkiness of having a like a burger like pod thing like that, like a bao bun, but meh, it was alright. It was just alright, to be honest with you. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. So if you want that experience, do it. But y'all are funny talking about all the things you're gonna eat. Okay. Jennifer. Oh, Jen, you haven't had one either. Okay, awesome. What's in the protein bowls, Joy asks. Great question. So they have like, you basically choose a protein. So like, it's chicken. Help me out here if I'm getting these wrong, but it's chicken, and there's like a vegetarian option. What's that stuff called? It's like made with soy. Tofu, and like maybe like a beef option. It is steak, okay. Chicken steak. And is there tofu, Laramie, or am I dreaming that? But anyway, you choose a, hey, Chris, you're fine. You're only 20 minutes late. No big deal. We ain't even done anything other than me just like running my mouth. So come on in, join the fun. So you choose a protein, and then they have, I know, if only there was an app and I had a phone that I could look at it on. And then there's like a sauce that you put with it. So I always get the chimichurri. I always get the chicken chimichurri. So anyway, that's what I get. It's real good. Okay, Brandon. I had those last time, and I cannot wait. Cannot wait to have them again. The garlic twist at Maurice's. Okay, question. Is that where you get the Red's Apple Freeze? Or what's that like drink that comes... yeah, you choose your grain. That's a good point, Laramie. Rice, potato hash, or something else. I always get the potato hash. It's always really good. Kind of like going to Chipotle a little bit, because you like create your own thing. So yeah, is that where you get the Red's Apple Freeze? Or what's the drink that's at the stand where the garlic twists are at Maurice's? Evan says the carne asada and red chili enchilada platter from Rancho. We had Rancho last time. It's so good. Had that last time. Couldn't agree more. Chicken and waffle sandwich at Sleepy Hollow was the best. Okay, seize the day. I'm with you on that one. And I had the, like Nutella waffle too. Not this last trip, but the trip before. So good. It was so good. Yeah, so let's see. So we kind of did snacks a little bit. Carrot cake cookie at Hollywood Studios. It's gone now, isn't it? King of the Mooners? I think it is. I think it is. Boysen apple freeze. Okay, is that different from the Red's apple freeze? The Red's apple freeze is just like a boozy one, right? Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, Lockdown Game says, not to get you off topic. It's okay, you can get me off topic. That is what live streams are, is I come in here with a topic and then lose the topic. That's how it works. But just want to say the wife and I love your videos. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you to say. Keep up the good work. Good things coming your way. I appreciate that, Lockdown Games. That's very nice of you to say. Thanks so much. Disneyland Solo Traveler asks, am I going to Carthay at DCA, by the way? My favorite fancy meal. I did that last time. And I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. But we're just going to do kind of like one fancy meal, which is why I asked, and this may have been before you got here, is the Blue Bayou Fantasmic Dining Package worth the moolah? Because we want to see Fantasmic, and I love eating at the Blue Bayou, so is that like a good combo? So, anyway. Joy! Did King of the Mooners say something? Okay, that is like Disney news. The Pirates of the Caribbean at Walt Disney World closed this week. Do I go to Walt Disney World a lot? Seize the day. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. So I go about once every month, with the exception of this coming May, because March, excuse me, because I'll be heading to Disneyland instead. So hopefully that answers your question. But I'm hungry too, even though I just ate. Hush Puppies at Homecoming. Ooh, y'all, I haven't done a lot of eating at Disney Springs. I don't find myself getting over to Disney Springs a lot because I want to spend as much time as I can in the parks with you guys. So maybe I need to like do some more shows over at Disney Springs and check out some of the stuff over there, because I haven't been over there very much. Like the last time I went, I'm not even sure that Arts Miss Homecoming was even open. But maybe. Any dining packages at the Blue Bayou is worth it. Thank you. I'm going to book it right after the live stream. I know, Joy. We're like switching. We're like, I'm going to Disneyland. You're coming to Walt Disney World. Crazy. Mac and cheese in a bread bowl at the Pacific Wharf Cafe. It's not on the menu, so don't tell anybody. Boysen apple freeze has a berry swirl in it. Okay, that's what I had. I had that last time when I was in Disneyland. Because we watched one of the shows at Princess. What is that called? Where they like do the like princess stage show things, the little short stage shows there. We ate the freeze, or drank the freeze and ate the twist while we were watching one of those shows. Disney Darlings, when am I coming to Disneyland? I'm coming at the very end of the month. It is Good Friday, and is there a name for the Saturday before Easter Sunday? Thank you, Kimberly. Like the live stream. Anyway, it's the Saturday right before Easter Sunday, and the that's right, Jen, to be your best friend, of course. And then Good Friday. So that like Friday, Saturday, and then Easter Sunday. I fly out on Easter Sunday. Say a little prayer. Goodness gracious. Good. Is it Good Saturday? I don't actually know. I'm sorry. King of the Mooner says, I had the buffalo at Artist Point. It was good but pricey. I did try the chicken, and good Lord, it was good and cheaper as well. You know what? In that podcast I was talking about before, they were talking about how they didn't like Artist Point. I've never eaten there myself, so I couldn't say, but yeah. Chris Stanzioni says, if you're planning to eat at Blue Bayou, then definitely do the package. Done. Okay, if hopefully there's still one available. I almost booked it earlier, like yesterday, but I didn't know, so. Lori, hi Lori. My favorite foods at Disneyland Resort in Anaheim is the Dole pineapple juice at the Enchanted Sands. Yes. I am weird about my pineapple juice. I love. I almost prefer like just straight pineapple juice than like orange juice. So I'm with you on that one. Great thing about the Fantasmic dining package is that you get to sit down instead of stand. Okay, done. Yeah, maybe it is Super Saturday Lockdown. Um, we saw World of Color last time, Laramie. That's why I'm trying to see Phantasmic this time. Because I'm probably only going to be able to see one. I mean, maybe we'll be able to see both, but I'm probably only going to be able to see one or the other. And we saw World of Color last time, even though it may be a little different. But we did not get to see Phantasmic, so I definitely want to do that. So, if not, do the Hungry Bear. Okay, that was on there too, where you like go and like take food with you or something from the Hungry Bear. So yeah, so that's a possibility too. So. If they ran out of those. So, let's see. Okay. Love the breakfast at Flo's if you need a quick break. That's good to know, Chris, because I don't think our hotel has a breakfast, like a continental breakfasty thing. Happy Halloween. So that's good to know that you can get that at Flo's. So we're probably going to spend most of the day at one park and then most of the day at the other park, depending on what Dave wants to do, of course, with the Fresh Baked crew on Saturday. So, Leo asked, hi, Leo. How many days will I be spending at the parks? 2 days. So it's just Friday and Saturday. Disney Darlings asked, our hotel, who's coming with a friend of mine, like a friend that I travel with all the time. She'll be down there with me as well. We go on like big trips like every other year, like every year. You're right. I'm cheating on Grace because hopefully Jen is going to come hang out with me on Friday maybe. During World of Color. Okay. Easter weekend won't be as great as last year's. Nothing beats seeing John Williams oh my gosh, King of the Mooners. You're right. That is pretty epic, seeing John Williams conduct Star Wars. My goodness. Oh, that would be a nice. That if they don't have any Blue Bayou, you might look into Hungry Bear to get that reserved seating, because I definitely want to see that. Brandon asks, am I planning to get the Max? This turned in from Disney Food to my trip to Disneyland, which I'm not mad about. You guys are helping me, like, seriously. So, I did get the Max Pass. I don't know if I should have or not, but I did. So I got it. Because it's just the 2 days, and that way we figured, like, and we got the park hopper thing. So we would be able to kind of hopefully do anything that we want to do. So I don't know. Brian says, follow Fresh Baked WDW1 on Snapchat. # free plug. Thank you. Annie Wu, you can stay at my house. I will be at Disneyland Paris. I live 10 minutes from Disneyland. Oh, Annie, that's so nice of you. We already booked and paid for our hotel, though. That's really kind of you to offer. Done. Lockdown games. Okay, I have to ask, if you're in Nashville, how do you manage to travel to Disney so often? Drive down on a Friday, come back on a Sunday. I travel down when I can. When I can kind of put days together and make a vacation, then I do that. So I'll go down and film. Like this last trip I went and we filmed, Grace and I filmed like 5 shows in 2 days or something like that. 5 weeks of show in 2 days. So it's a lot of work, but it's fun. It's fun work. Stan says Max Pass is a must-have. Okay, good. Glad I got it. I'm so excited, Krista Jo. She says, we're all excited for you to go to Disneyland, though. It's an epic meetup of Fresh Baked. I'm so excited to... Oh, is there a lag? Really? Ethan's having a lag. Is anybody else having lag problems? Sorry, I'm not. Maybe it's on your end. Or maybe it's me. I don't know. I'm so excited to meet... my back is hurting. Sorry, that's why I'm like pressing my back. Anybody a masseuse and tell me why my back hurts right here? That's where I'm carrying my stress, right? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, that's funny, Stan. That makes me laugh. Thank you, Jen. So, I'm excited to meet the Fresh Baked crew, like for real, because I go and I went, well, when I went last time, I should say that. When I went 2 years ago, I went and I was able to meet Sarah, and I was able to meet Dave and Ian, but it was just like me as a fan. And so I'm excited to go and meet them all face to face, and hopefully Liz too, and see all of them. That's maybe what I'm most excited about. Maybe what I'm most excited about. So, anyway, back to food. I know why it turned into this Disneyland discussion, because I said, you Disneyland people tell me about your Disneyland food, and I will tell you about my Walt Disney World food. I make sure Ian got some sleep. Okay, I'll make sure. So it's my fault that we got like all mixed up. It's always my fault. What was I gonna say? Oh, can we just talk about festival food, since the Food and Wine Festival is going to be going on at Disney California Adventure. First of all, who's been to Disney California Adventure for the Food and Wine Festival like last year? And what do I need to make sure I do? But also, I've always been a fan of Chicken Facts. Oh, Chicken Facile. Is that how you spell it? It took me like forever to, I was like, Chick Facile. Chick Facile. Chicken Facile. I don't know how you spell it either, but I knew what you meant, finally. I have the app thing, the Disneyland app. I have that, I think. I hope I have the right one. Oh, I don't know. Festival food. We had some of the most amazing food at Festival of the Arts. And if you're not watching this week and last week's shows, this week and last week's shows, we stop a couple times and have some food. But you guys, it was, first of all, it was so delicious. Like, everything we ate, everything we drank was delicious, but it looked so beautiful. Like, I mean, unbelievably beautiful. Oh, Jen says, no, the food and wine credit thingamabobber. Oh! Can I do that? Or do I have to be like some sort of special person to get the food and wine credit card? Or do you have to be like a pass holder or something? Because I read maybe that you had to be a pass holder. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But yeah, because I'm all in. I'm all in for a good food and wine credit swipe. Okay, wait, that was good. Chris says, I've been to Disneyland Food and Wine and Walt Disney World Food and Wine, and Disneyland doesn't compare. I figured that the Epcot Food and Wine Festival was so, like, not over the top, but like it was going to be, it's been around a lot longer though, so I figured that it would be, you know, desirable. It's pass holders, I think. Yeah, I think it is. I think I read that, but I could be wrong. Now I know what you're talking about. I think it is. Recommendations on flower and garden food. Flower and garden food. I haven't looked at the menus for this year yet. Sorry. Let me think of what I enjoyed last year. Ooh, good question, Lockdown Games. I don't know, Joy. I can't remember food and flower and garden food because I get so distracted with the topiaries. Is that bad? I'm sure it's really delicious, but if it was your last, this is a question from Lockdown Games. This is a good one. If it was your last meal, what would be the thing you'd eat from the festival? From Festival of the Arts, it would be the deconstructed strawberry cheesecake. It was so good. And it was just sugar, but gosh, it was so good. I also really like, and this I think is food and wine, they have a really good like lamb chop that's really good. This is from Flower and Garden, Joy, I think it was. They have the filet from a steakhouse in Canada. That's the name I can't remember right now because my brain's not working. You guys, I taught 11 classes today. 11 classes of children. I'm tired. So my brain's not working. The Garlic Kiss booth is good, and the menu at the Paradise Garden Grill is really good too at DCA. California Craft Brews booth, I heard, is pretty good as well. Thank you for those suggestions, Rebecca. I'm glad I read them out loud, so that way when I go back and rewatch the video, I'll be able to remember what it was you suggested. Chris is going to the Flower and Garden for the first time. Looking for recommendations also. Maybe you guys, since that's numero dos, I will look through the menu of items for the Flower and Garden Festival and make a little video to maybe post on Friday of things that I'm most excited about to try at the Flower and Garden Festival. and maybe some of them that I've had in years past and hope to have again, or maybe new items. Ooh, thanks for the video idea for Friday, you guys. So you can look out for that. Club 33 is for me. Stan, listen, if I had the money to be a member of Club 33, or if I had a friend that had the money to be a member of Club 33, I would be there all day, every day. But unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know that I have. I don't know that I have that. So they did put in the like Magic Band scannery thing at Epcot. I saw. I think it was that Krista Joe that posted that in the Fresh Baked NSA group on Facebook. If you're not a member, you should be. Club 33, a place I never expect to experience. Same here, Evan, but that's okay. Somebody asked if Cove Bar, what was that? Cove Bar is back up on March 16th. Yeah, what are they calling it? Is that the one they're renaming? I think that's the one that they're renaming. Anyway, sorry I'm so far behind. Joseph Smith, star, random question, star. Do your students know about you hosting Fresh Baked? Joseph Smith, I'm not sure. Some of them I think do. Well, I know a couple do, but I don't advertise it. So, but if they find it, that's okay too. So, not that I know of. Maybe one or two. Yeah, thank you, Porkins. Lamplight. They're renaming it to go with Pixar. So it's like the lamp in Pixar, like chikung, chikung, chikung. There you go, Jen. There's another Fresh Baked NSA on Facebook. Shout out. You're so right, Forever Alice. I mean, who wouldn't want to go up and ring that Club 33 doorbell and run away? Me. And actually, what's interesting is I've been up in that lounge. I think it was last Flower and Garden, actually, you Flower and Garden people. There's me massaging my back again. Last Flower and Garden, that lounge up there above American Adventure. So, like, American Adventure is down here, like here-ish. And this is where the Voices of Liberty sing. And then, like, up here in this top level is where that, ooh, Pooh Stitch, I want to talk about that. That, like, top bit is where the Club 33 is going to be at Epcot. Up there above the American Adventure. And I went up there last time for the, you're right, Mark, I do. Or like a massage is really what I need. So anyway, so I went up there for the, what was it called? My credit card. What's it called? Chase. Chase members like went up. Oh, Chase members. Thank you, Evan. Chase members could go up there and like see. It's a unbelievable view of like all of World Showcase. It's amazing. Thank you, Evan Layton, for the $10 donation. He says Lamp Light Lounge was going to be Lassiter Lounge, but I still think both names sound like a strip club. You're not wrong, Evan. Lamplight Lounge? Is it really Lamplight Lounge? That is a strip club name. Nightclub. Did you say strip club? You did. Okay, good. I was like, oh no, did he say nightclub and I just said strip club? Ariel Squatto and Cove Bar will be transformed into a new lounge and grill. Both locations will close January 8th. Cove Bar reopening briefly in April before closing again for its permanent transformation. Thank you, Davey Sitter. Sorry I'm so far behind. Paige. I get that all the time. And I thought like, oh, I'll have longer hair now. And nobody will say like, oh, he looks just like James Corden. I still get it. All the time. And thank you. I'm not offended by that at all. Because he's hilarious and awesome and fantastic. So I'm all in. Laramie Williams. At Laramie Williams on Twitter. You. I know, Rebecca. I did get to, she says, I wish that you were coming when Paint the Night was coming back. I did get to see Paint the Night, even though it's not its new iteration, but I did get to see it back when it was going still in its old version. Is that the way it's said? Excuse me, we did get to see it before, did they like get rid of it and put in Main Street Electrical Parade or something? Anyway, we got to see it. Astounding. I know, Krista Joe. I'm thinking like I need to do a spin-off of Carpool Karaoke, but like Disney Carpool Karaoke. Hey, right? I don't know. Anyway, food. Were we talking about food? Maybe we weren't. I don't really know. It says food and such because I knew this would happen where we didn't really talk about food. I also, let me move that little hair that was like floating on the top of my camera or my phone. I was going to tell you about things that I had for the first time. They're testing backstage for Paint the Night at the pier. It makes me so, I was going to try and like chat about painting in your car while doing karaoke. I'm into that too. Places that I ate for the first time this time. I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff that I had that wasn't festival related. But look, I did just notice my Festival of the Arts pins are here. Y'all want to see them? Do the carpool karaoke with Sarah and Liz. Oh my gosh, that would be so fantastic. Oh, sorry. It's like focusing on me. Can you all see that? It's the Great Wave with Figment in a boat. How great is that? There's like so many of them. Sorry, I'm going to show you real quick. Even if you don't want to see them, I'm showing them anyway. So that's like George Washington crossing the Delaware with Figment. Figment's hard to see in that one, but he's like riding in the boat. And then this is the pass holder one. Do you hear me shaking? So cool. And I'll save that one. This is Japanese footbridge. So little Monet. There he is hanging out. And then one more. And then I'll quit showing my stuff. My souvenirs, but look, it's the Mona Lisa Figment. Anyway, sorry, I'm over it now. Sorry. Those will be in the show and shows later on this week too. Oh, sorry. Oh, a mutual friend of ours just took the backstage Haunted Mansion tour finally after 7 years of waiting. Oh my gosh. I hope they thoroughly enjoyed themselves. I need to take a tour at Walt Disney World. I have not done any of the guided tours, not even one. June. I'll be doing some in June. Good. Tell her I'm very glad that she enjoyed and that I'm a little jealous. Figment looks great as Blue Boy, right? Should have done Pinky as well. Last sort of allowance for the name. What's the point of making it Pixar Pear? Pixar Pear. I think probably just the current news palace is why they didn't do that. Why they didn't go that direction. But anywho, food that I had for the first time this time. I told you about the mac and cheese. And what else did I have for the first time this time that was so delicious? There was one other thing I was going to tell you about. Oh, I remember what it was. Ryan and I, I don't know if you guys remember Ryan, but he was in the Dapper Day show when we went to Dapper Day in Walt Disney World back a while back. He was in that show with Grace and I, so he hung out with me this last trip too, so he'll be up in some upcoming shows here soon. He's in next week's show, actually. We went to ABC Commissary at Hollywood Studios. Laramie, have you ever been there? I'd never been to ABC Commissary. It's like, as you're walking towards the theater, if you go off to the left, like you're going to go to, like you're going to go to Star Tours and where like, Muppets Courtyard is. Okay, fair enough. Not to eat, just to pee. Fair enough. We ate there, Laramie, and it was so good. I had the ribs and chicken, which came with like steak fries and and coleslaw. It was awesome, like really, really good. I know it was really surprising because I don't really love. Fair point, Mark. I don't love the food at Hollywood Studios. Like, I find myself going like, well, I guess I'll eat at Pizza Rizzo because I want something to eat, but like, who really cares, right? And I don't have the money to go to Brown Derby every time I want to go, even though I'd like to. We really loved it. It's in Disney's Hollywood Studios, Joy. So it's ABC Commissary. It's like a little alleyway that goes from like the left of the Chinese theater off to the left to like Muppets Courtyard and stuff. You can go like on either side of the Frozen theater. It's on that kind of like the backside. It's really good. Well, anyway, we loved it. Like, loved it. Paige loves it too. I was kind of surprised that I actually liked it. Strange. 50s Primetime is good too. It was pretty inexpensive too. It does, yeah, good point, Laramie. So it connects to Sci-Fi Drive-In. So if you know where Sci-Fi Drive-In is, which most people, it seems like a lot of people do, it's like right next door. It connects, they connect together back by the restroom. So, which is why Laramie has peed there. I heard the food is comparable with Disneyland food there. Yeah, it was really good. I was shocked because I'm so used to kind of like mediocre like food at Hollywood Studios. It's not bad. It's just like classic theme park food. I feel like it's, you know, like burgers and fries and chicken and, you know, whatever. Which, you know, this isn't all that different, but they have steak fries that were really good. I don't know. And Ryan got the they had like a fish and shrimp and chicken combo thing, but I don't know. I've heard great things about it. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. Anyway, that was something else new that I ate this time that I'd never eaten before at Walt Disney World. And then, of course, I had all the food at Festival of the Arts, which was so good. So good. Krista Joe says, isn't it sad that some of the theme parks, the food is mediocre, but even though Disney has the money and capability to make it amazing, haven't yet. This goes back to the pizza debate earlier. Exactly right. You know what I find on that point, Krista Joe, is I think that Disney, sorry about the shift, you guys. I think Disney is trying to slowly but surely step up their food game. And maybe that is kind of cause for them changing around what Laramie was saying before at, what's it called? The Pinocchio restaurant. Village House. Pinocchio's Village House. Changing it around to a buffet. Maybe that goes with that. But I think they're kind of trying to upgrade it a little bit. Okay, where were we? Laramie says, not a fan of primetime. 50s primetime, small portions, but love the atmosphere. I loved it. It's prime. I loved it. I really liked it that time. And the shakes were really good. Pizza Rizzo is bad, you can say. It's okay, we all know. Yeah, it's just kind of like boring pizza. You know, like whatever. Well, no worry, Palace. You don't ever have to apologize for that. King of the Mooner says, not a big fan of Brown Derby. Oh, I disagree. What'd you have there? I did hear about Be Our Guest. We should talk about that, Laramie. Thanks for bringing that up. He says, did you hear about Be Our Guest? They are changing the dinner menu at Be Our Guest, which, if you don't know, is in the newer part of Fantasyland, which I call New Fantasyland, back on the backside where the Beast's Castle is, where you can go and have dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, actually, in the, you had the duck. Oh, I had the filet. It was really good. And like truffle mashed potatoes were delicious. So maybe it's just a thing. It's been a while, but I loved it. Anyway, they're changing the menu at Be Our Guest. It's going to be a prefix menu, which basically means you go in and you get the choice of like 3 or 4 appetizers, and then you get your choice of one of the entrees are like 4. Yeah, that's a good point. It is only the dinner, not the breakfast and the lunch. Breakfast and lunch stays the same, but dinner is now prefixed. So then you get to choose your entree, and then you get to choose your dessert, presumably, even though they haven't released the dessert options yet, or at least not the article I read they hadn't released the dessert options. So what I was reading in the comments, and you know that's always dangerous on social media to be reading down in the comments, even here on YouTube. It's a little bit of a dangerous place. But what they were saying was, and this shocked me, but it makes so much sense, that people would make reservations for Be Our Guest, and they would go in and like just get the gray stuff, or like go in and just get a dessert, and or a cupcake or whatever, and then the whole family would share that one cupcake just so they could have the experience of going into the restaurant, which is preventing people like me who really want to go in there and actually have a full meal and appreciate the servers and things like that. So I'm all for it, to be honest with you. If that's, I don't know that that's, Disney of course didn't say that that's the reason why they're changing it, but I'm all for it. Yeah, see, there you go. There you go, Laramie. See, that's, yeah, I never thought of that. I don't know why I never thought that people would do that. Maybe just because I think that's so skeezy that people I would never do that. So it just kind of blows my mind that people do that, but they do. Paige asks, what is one thing that I'm excited for in Disneyland that is not in Disney World? This time it is, for this trip at least I should say, it is to ride Guardians of the Galaxy. I just rode Tower of Terror this last trip on purpose, and that's an odd thing to say. Anyway, it was that, and to ride Guardians of the Galaxy, and to ride the train and see the new section of the Rivers of America. I'm so excited to see it live in person. And I've never been able to ride the Disney World Railroad. The Disneyland Railroad, because it was closed. I didn't get to see the cars and see the Liberty Bell. Liberty Bell? Right? I'm excited about that too, Joy. Anyway, I'm excited to see all that stuff. Disneyland Railroad. Didn't get to ride the Mark Twain. All that stuff that was closed when they were redoing the Rivers of America. I didn't get to do it. So I'm very excited to do all that stuff that I didn't get to do last time. Bye. Okay. Thank you, Joy. I'm so with you on eating actual food in PRCast instead of just a cupcake. The cupcakes are good. Don't get me wrong. You should have a cupcake, but have some of the other food too, because it's good. Let's see. You're right, Evan. Walt Disney World does need to up it. Ooh, look, low power mode. 20% left. They do need to up their game on the railroad. Because we don't even have the dinosaur diorama or anything. Sorry if I missed some other things up here, up above. I was dealing with that crazy person, so my apologies. Pooh Stitch says, we ate multiple times at Red Rose Tavern when they were at Disneyland, and the kids loved the gray stuff. The gray stuff is delicious. I don't know if you don't believe me, ask the dishes. But I love it in Disney World. I assume it's the same. So is that to prevent people who come in? Yes, Forever Alice. I think that's exactly the point. Is for people who come in and don't order any food. That's why. Before my phone dies, Paige asks, oh, what dates am I going to be in Disneyland again? First of all, let me just say this. I'm going to be in Disneyland, I think, somebody check the dates for me because I can't because it's on my phone. But it's the Friday and Saturday, the last Friday and Saturday in March. And I believe it's the 29th and 30th. It's either the 29th and 30th or like the 30th and the 31st or like the 28th, 29th. So tell me what it is. And I will be in Disneyland, and I would love, of course, to see any and all of you Disneyland folks that will be there. I will be there in the parks. Thank you, Laramie. The 30th and the 31st is when I will be in the parks, and I would love, love, love to see any of you guys. You're more than welcome, 100% more than welcome to come up and say hello. I would love to see you all. So that's when I'm going to be there. And you also asked, Paige, what I was most excited about to do, and I think I answered it. Yeah, Laramie's there in April, you guys. April 6th through 9th. There, he said it right there. So yeah, so do that too. Yes, Evan, I am going to be there in a couple weeks. So I'll be in Portland like earlier on that week. I think it's like Tuesday. I don't know. I'll email you the exact date, but yeah. Yeah. Paige, you asked, did I answer your question about things? Yeah, yeah, I did. Rivers of America and Guardians of the Galaxy. So, yes. It's official. You heard it here first on Baked WDW. Yes. Yes, Disney Darlings, I'll be in Portland. I'm flying into... Okay, I'll email you right after the live stream, Evan. Thank you. I'm so excited. It looked so good. I'm actually flying in... Who was that? Sorry, I got distracted. Disney Darlings. I will be in... there's some other crazy... Sorry. David, don't call them crazy just because they're being bizarre. Try the gray stuff twist at Maurice's. What, Rebecca? Okay, done. First of all, yes. I didn't even know there was such a thing. I'm flying into Seattle and spending some time in Seattle and then driving through all the way down to LA and down to Anaheim. So I'll start in Seattle, then I have some time, just like a day actually, in Portland. And then we're going all the way down through NorCal, and then doing Napa and San Francisco. And then I'm ending my trip when I'll be absolutely dead tired. We're ending the trip in Disneyland. So what a better way to end the trip, though. I'll be in Eugene, Disney darlings. I'll be in Eugene. I think that's even where our hotel is, by the way. But anyway, we're staying at a weird place in, not weird place, a place that I don't know. Sorry, a place that I don't know in along the pathway that we're taking. So, sorry, AAA store and get maps. Okay, message me somewhere and I'll find it. Jen, is this breaking news for Fresh Baked WDW again? Jen's not renewing her pass. Not until next year. That's okay, babe. You do you. That's right. You take that time off and you do your traveling. Absolutely. I think my gimbal's about to die too, you guys, just so you know. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off from this live stream. It's been so fun to hang out with you guys. I'm so sorry to hear that, Jen. Anyway, it's been super fun to hang out with you guys. And I'm so excited to meet all the muffins out in California way. So anyway, good night, you guys, and thanks so much for joining me tonight. If you have not liked the stream, go ahead and do that. And follow us. If you haven't followed me, do that too. Thanks so much for being here tonight. And Fresh Baked and stuff. Love you guys. Bye!